Wanted to show you a project we're working on this weekend. We're up in northeast Washington, actually in Ferry County, and a fire came through here in around 2015, burnt a lot of timber. So now it's all laying down dead stuff. As you can see, there's still some live that didn't quite get torched up, but look at how thick that whole hillside is behind me. That's all burnt down dead trees. Well, we got this bottom here that's all flat, nice usable ground. This landowner just purchased this property to add on to his existing property, and so this lower ground here, we're coming in with an excavator, and now this is, so here's what you're looking at. This is what the whole thing looked like yesterday morning, and then between yesterday and today we've been cleaning it up. As you can hear, we got some fires going, cleaning it up, and we're going to put down some food plots in here. And so we're going to keep, actually right here in front of us, this little thicket. There's some brush and some thicker trees and just kind of a nice shaded area right in the middle of it, but the food plot continues out and around there, and you can see the smoke down in the distance. There's two more big piles burning down there, so we've got a lot of ground covered, and uncovered I should say, and we're going to keep working on it, keep opening it up, and I will update you when we're ready to plant some seed. We're burning out the understory of this little thicket in the middle of this food plot so that grasses and brush will come in here rather than all the pine needles and the weeds and junk that was in here before. We cleaned out a lot of it, burning the pine needles. Now the sunlight will get in here and have a nice little cool place for a doe and a fawn to lay in the middle of the day. We turned a burnt mess into what's about going to be a sweet 2-acre food plot. Just finished disking this, and it's about ready. I need to go around and pick up a few more sticks and rocks that the disc just kicked up, but we're going to use the Bucks to Birds mix that's from our Mainbeam seed line. And if you haven't seen it, check it out. Look it up on our Facebook page. I'll probably post something on the YouTube channel here sometime soon, but I wanted to give you an example of, with the grain seed species that we use in the Bucks to Birds mix, when we come through with a disc and lightly disc and make these grooves in the soil, and I was to come out and spread some seed. I have a little handful of seed here, so if I spread that seed out, you can see that some of them come down and get in these grooves here. These guys here, and these guys here. And the ones that fall in those grooves, these are bigger seeds, and there's triticale in this mix as well, and also millet. And then when I come through with a harrow, it's going to cover those up, and those are going to be just perfect under about 3/4 of an inch to an inch worth of soil once they sit down in those grooves. So that's why I lightly disc like that, and then I'll run up and get the 4-wheeler and my harrow and harrow over top of this and let these rains soak it in. And it looks like there's a few more days of rain coming up in the forecast, so pretty cool plot. I'm excited about it. I've gotten the seed down. You can see a lot of it here. A lot of it sitting right down in those grooves, those cracks. And then you can see I've made a couple laps here with my harrow, and I've smoothed it all out over top. And you don't see nearly as much seed. It buried it right in that top 3/4 of an inch to an inch of soil. Put it all to bed right there. That's what the whole plot's going to look like, nice and smooth, ready to rock and roll. There's a few days worth of rain in the forecast this week. Should turn out pretty great. My little 4-wheeler setup with my harrow works perfect in all these trees. I can kind of bob and weave through everything and get it all smoothed out and looking nice. Just started the seed company this spring, and we have 3 mixes And the one we're going to use, like I said, is our Bucks to Birds mix. The bag and what we got here. So this is a 10-pound bag, but we can get it in just about any size that somebody needs. So this is Bucks to Birds. We also have a clover cross that is some clovers mixed with an alfalfa. And then we also have a throw and grow mix. And we're working on a few other custom mixes probably for next year. But yeah, check us out, Mainbeam Seed Company. And we got some good mixes going on. I'm excited about this plot. Stay tuned for more projects coming up. This is Jacob Turner with Mainbeam Wildlife Consulting and Mainbeam Seed Company. I wanted to give you an update of some of what's growing here. So we've got triticale and buckwheat and some millet growing here. And then there's also a few sunflowers that I planted in here. And so as you can tell, this triticale is getting up to 6-7 inches already just in the 4 weeks since it's been planted. There's a lot of buckwheat coming in that's going to really fill in this plot here over the next 2 or 3 weeks. Right now we're up here working on this fencing. There's actually a cattle lease on the surrounding properties, and so the cows come through this property, which is fine. They keep stuff grazed down, but we wanted to keep them out of this particular area. So it's just over 2 acres, and we wanted to make sure and fence this off. We also put in some fruit trees and some oak trees just along the edges here to help diversify the food sources within this plot. And then later this summer, we're going to actually set up a blind up here just up on this bench and really give this landowner an awesome spot down here in this valley to hunt in this fall. And we incorporated a lot of trees, kept the trees in this lower food plot here. And you can tell that we left a thicket out there in the middle. It's kind of a nice cool bedding area. And then put down this Bucks to Birds mix that Mainbeam Seed Company offers. And we're just about done finishing up this fence, and then this food plot's going to be done and set for the summer. And so we'll be up here watering trees a couple times and checking on it. We'll put out some fertilizer and see how it goes. Hopefully this fall we'll have some pictures of a nice buck getting shot out of this food plot. So stay tuned and we'll keep you updated. Thank you.